Alright, hey there. Okay, this is going to be video number 19. Alright, and it's going to be video number 3 of module 2. And in this video, we're going to talk about the next indicator on the list, which is the accumulation distribution. And what this one basically does is it looks for failure in security prices that didn't meet. And when there's a disparity in the indicator, it's normally to let you know that the market is about to reverse. Now, just from what I've said, it's very confusing, right, to understand what it is that I'm saying. So, it's without further ado, show you what it is that I'm talking about. What it's basically saying is that when these lines, this is the accumulation distribution indicator, and as these lines go up, it will start to pull away, and the term is pill away. So when it pulls away from its high, generally what's going to happen is that the market currency prices are going to come down. You can see here as it goes up, it reached a peak right here on this green candle right there, and then as this line starts to drop, the market drops and falls along with it. Now, it's very, very hard to try and work out what this market is doing based on this indicator. It's all fair and well when saying, okay, well, when it goes up to a peak, goes short when it comes back down again. That's not going to really help you out at all. The only one way that you can actually use this indicator to your advantage is by using line studies. Okay, now line studies is going to be another complete section on its own within the course. So this will be an early introduction to line studies. Okay, now the way that you can take advantage of this particular indicator is by working long term. Alright, waiting for signals to appear. It can take up to about a week or 2 weeks or a month for these signals to appear. But when these signals appear, do not shy away from them, because you've waited so long for these signals to appear, and more chances often than not that it will be a very big trade. Alright. We're on the 4-hour time frame again. Alright, I do prefer to work off the 4-hour time frame, because for the long term results you will make a lot more money. Alright, and that's what I'm about. Alright, so let's see if we can show you how we can find ways of finding buy signals and sell signals. Okay, the first thing we need to do is get our little vertical line tool out. Alright, and we need to draw from one high to another high on this AD indicator. Alright, so let's take a look. So we can take it from this high to this high and just let the line span out all the way through. Okay, and what we're looking for is basically a breakout. Alright, this line here that's going up and down all over the place, we're looking for that to break this line that we just drew, and here is the point at where it broke, and where it breaks there is the point at where you want to go long. Now, same thing again, when you see these signals appear, you want to put your support and resistance levels in. Now this particular section that I'm looking at right now, where I've got my cursor and I'm placing an oval shape around it, this particular section here is what's referred to as a consolidated market. We've had some big push going up in the market. We've had some like baseline rallies going on, and eventually the market's pushed up, it's reversed a little bit. So there's no real definitive direction that it's going. It's kind of going sideways, but it has a fair amount of range to it. Alright, from a low to its high, there's quite a fair distance between its high and low, and it seems to be trading within inside that range for quite some time. There's no definitive direction going long or short until we get to around about here. Alright, so this kind of signal here that I would probably ignore, because it's too close to a resistance level. Alright, and vice versa. What I basically would do is I will try and separate it to the mean average, not right down, push the support line down to here and push the resistance line down to there, because we're human. We are going to make errors. So to counteract for human error, what I tend to do is what I put in a human error buffer. Okay, and I bring it down to like a mean average of a resistance level and a mean average of kind of a support level. So when I go for my take profit targets, they're most likely going to get hit by incorporating that room of an error of human error that's in there. So I would basically go ahead and I would ignore that particular trade setup. So I would look for another. All right. So another way would be to take this one here and take it from this peak down to this peak. And here is where it breaks and goes high. So then we take another line tool out, all right, and we take it from this high to the next candle's high, all right. And then what we look for is a breakout. Now the true breakout that you should really be looking for is this one here, the one that you place on your currency on your currency chart, okay, and it needs to be on your candlesticks. This is the one that you should really act off. This one here acts as an alert, okay. So when you see this alerting you to say, okay, it's broken and get ready to go long, because that's what it's saying. It's saying to get ready. Alright, you now need a confirmation. It's very, very important. And then the confirmation is going to come from this particular line. Let's show you another one. Let's show you a short signal. Alright, we're going to take it from the low to the next low and then just let the line go off. Alright, and you can see a breakout right there. Alright, so let's take our line from a low to the next low. Okay, and let's get my screen draw pen out so I can show you some areas. Alright, so we can see, okay, my capture thing's got caught there for some reason, but we drew our line from down the bottom here to there and let it span out, and you can see right there is where it breaks. It starts to come back down. Alright, so here is our starting point from one low, and this is another higher low. We draw it from there and let's let the line go all the way off, and here is where it breaks out. Alright, so we've had our first confirmation, okay, and now we're looking for our second one and we get it. Alright, the next thing we need to look out for is there any immediate resistance, support down here? Well, there's a little bit here and there's a little bit along here. So our projected target could be there to there. So if we got in at around about 130, say 130, I don't know, 133 even, and we came down to around about 132.50, that's about 80 pips right there. Alright, and that happened in a space of 1, 2, 3, 4 in 16 hours. Alright, but we did have to wait all of this time for that signal to appear, but this is what, proper trading is supposed to be like. Alright, you shouldn't really be acting off a signal when it gets to here and then closing out here and then not taking the full potential of its full ride, or taking a short trade and only getting in there and coming out there. That's not trading. That's going to burn you out. That's going to get you frustrated, because you'll get to the point going, well, look, I've made all these trades correctly and I should really be making what I should be making, but you're not, and you're wondering why you're not, and that's probably the reason why, is you're burning yourself out, you're making some losses, and what you've just gained is now being taken away from you because you acted too prematurely. Alright, so just basically be patient. This is probably one of the biggest keys to success in the Forex, is being patient, other than getting the signal correct. But analyzing these Forex markets with a few days studies is not going to be difficult for you to memorize these breakout formulas, these setups. Alright, so so that's what you really basically need to do. Alright, this take this screen drawer pen off for the moment. I wish there were some shortcut keys I could use, but unfortunately, so I do apologize about that. Alright, so there we have it. So now we've got, we don't have a buy signal at the moment, but we can prepare for a new one, and we can take it from the high to its next low, and then through to the next one. And what we're looking for is a breakout right here. Okay, now we can take our trend line and we take it from the high here. Let's put the chart shift on, Let's take it from the high here and take it all the way down to the next candle's low, and we can essentially just sit back and wait now. So I would imagine that there's going to be another signal to go long, probably by maybe Monday or Tuesday. Alright, it is Saturday today, so that's why the markets are not moving. That's why it says no connection down the bottom there. Alright, so I hope this video has helped out. Alright, and I do really want you to go through this video again, alright, for it to make a little bit more sense to you. And while you're doing it, I'll go ahead and prepare the next video for you. Alright, so until then, I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.